Hello children, how are you all? Welcome to one more session on the concept pair of linear equations in two variable. The concept belongs to class 10 CBSE. Keep in mind children, it's a one short video where we are covering almost important questions from the latest version of NCERT, which is going to be very fun related video, and don't miss to watch the video till the end. And also I would request you all guys to subscribe the channel before you continue watching, and also please like the video, share the video and comment on the video. Clear children? Yes, let's start with the concept that is linear equations in two variables. I hope so all of you are aware of what is an equation. First of all, okay, equation is a statement of equality. A statement of equality. Example, age of Rohan is equal to, I can say, 15 years. See, here we are saying age of Rohan is equal to 15 years. This is called as a left hand side of the equation, and this is called as a right hand side of the equation. It is a statement of equality. It is going to equate the left hand side and the right hand side. So that is nothing but the equation. Then the question arises, what is a linear equation? Clear children? Right. So it's not so new to you. You almost all of you are familiar with the linear equations. I just write one equation over here. So x plus 2 is equal to 8. If I write, okay, so this is called as a linear equation in one variable. Okay, so why it is called as a linear equation, why it is called as in one variable, I'll let you know. Clear? So any equation where the degree of the variable is 1, okay, in the sense highest power of the variable is 1, it's called as a linear equation. Okay, and in one variable, because there is only one variable in it. The reason behind why we are calling it as linear, okay, linear means what? A line. Okay, keep in mind children, a line. So means what? If I find out the value of x over here, say for example x is equal to 8 minus 2, x is equal to 6. So the value of x will satisfy the equation, we say. What do you mean by satisfying? If I take the LHS and replace the value of x by 6 and keep this 2 as it is, I am going to get 8, which is nothing but RHS. Clear children? So here the value of x is satisfying only 6. Okay, no other number to be replaced by x, so that when it is added to 2, you are going to get it as 8. Clear? So the value of x is only 1. Clear? Right. So they are nothing but the properties of linear equation. What is the properties of linear equation in one variable? So properties of a linear equation in one variable, as name itself suggests, there is only one variable. Linear equation in one variable. Okay, and there is only one variable. Name itself suggests. You cannot say that I have an iPhone from Apple company. No, you cannot say it. Right. So in the name itself suggests it's one variable. Clear? The second one is the degree of the equation is degree is 1. Okay, highest power of the variable is 1. Clear? And the third property is only one root. Okay, only one root for the equation. What do you mean by root? Okay, so the root is nothing but the value of x which satisfy the equation. So only one value can satisfy the equation. Clear? So fourth one is what? When plotted, we get a straight line. Okay, a straight line. You must understand children, whenever I'm plotting this equation, for example x-axis and y-axis, you know, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4 and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Clear. And here it will be like 1 again, 2, 3, right? Then -1, -2. These are the coordinate axes, right? You know it. Then when it is plotted, the equation is plotted. X equal to 6 is plotted. Okay, so it is nothing but the straight line which is passing through 6 on the positive x-axis. I get a straight line. See, it is a straight line. Clear, children? Okay, that's why the name linear. You know what do you mean by linear motion? Okay, linear motion is nothing but the motion traversed by the body which is moving in a straight line. Okay, so when this equation is plotted, I'm getting it as a straight line. That is the name linear equation means. Clear? Right, all these properties you have learned in your 8th standard and all. Clear. Now we have one more type of equation, that is nothing but a quadratic equation. Okay, so what is a quadratic equation? Keep in mind, children, quadratic equation is like x square plus of 5x plus 6 equal to 0. See here, what is the highest power of the variable? Highest power of the variable is 2. Clear? Highest power of the variable is 2, but again there is only one variable. Now let us discuss on what are the properties of a quadratic equation. Okay, very quick revision. We are going to cover all this quadratic equation and properties, how to plot and all that things in the lesson quadratic equations. Don't worry, you have that chapter also as a part of your 10th standard syllabus, and also you have a video made by me, okay, where I have solved lots of statement problems on quadratic equation and method to solve a quadratic equation. It's a must watch video, children, don't miss it. Right, so now let us study what are the properties of quadratic equation. You might have heard about quadratic polynomial in the lesson polynomials, right? So here highest power of the variable, highest power, which in turn called as a degree of the variable, degree of the equation. Okay, degree of the equation, I can say. So degree of equation is 1. Clear? Then only one variable. Here also I have only one variable, and there are two roots, okay, for the equation. Clear, children? How many roots are there? There are two roots for the equation. So you have studied that a quadratic polynomial has two zeros. You need to understand, children, what is polynomial and what is equation. Okay, if it is not over here in the case over here, if you take x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 becomes equation. If I consider only this much, okay, this is a polynomial, it's an expression, there is no equation sign, right? So we call it as a quadratic polynomial. So when I write equal to 0, it becomes a quadratic equation. Can you tell me why it becomes an equation? Because of this equal to sign. Okay, if it equal to sign is not there, then it is a polynomial. If it equal to sign is there, then it becomes an equation. Very simple, children. Okay, so now there are two roots for the equation. Both will satisfy the equation. Okay, and the fourth property is what? When plotted. Okay, when plotted, we get a parabola, which is nothing but the graph of quadratic equation. Just like that, when we plotted a quadratic equation, when we plot the quadratic equation, we get a parabola where it cuts the x-axis in two distinct points that are nothing but the value of x in the given equation. So you may get the question like, what is the graph of quadratic equation? In the multiple choice questions, what is the graph of quadratic equation? It is called as parabola. Kya bola? Parabola. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now let us move to our hero, that is linear equations in two variables. Let us study the linear equations in two variables. Okay, just like how we studied the properties of linear equations in one variable and quadratic equations, let us study what is linear equation in two variable. Clear, children? As the name itself suggests, two variables, obviously linear. Whenever I'm saying linear, you need to keep in mind that degree is always 1. Okay, in two variables, so there must be two variables in the equation. I just take a simple equation over here. Look at this: x plus y is equal to 6. Okay, there are two variables and value of the power, that is power of both the variable, is 1 itself. So if the variable is, the power of the variable is 1, it becomes a linear equations. Since there are two variables, I am calling it as linear equations in two variables. Clear, children? Okay, so here what is the root of the equation then? Okay, so now if I want to find out the root of the equation, say for example, if I am replacing x as 0 and y as 6, then also I am getting 6. X as 1, y as 5, then also I am getting 6. And x as 2 and y as 4, then also I am getting 6. 3 plus 3, then also I am getting 6. So means what? Whenever I am writing only one equation, children, okay, I cannot particularly say what is the value of the fixed value of x and fixed value of y. So I need to have one more equation along with it, which to be solved together. Say for example, x minus y is equal to 2. Okay, if I am finding the value of x and value of y, the value of x and y should satisfy this equation also and this equation also. So these two equations should be solved simultaneously. So hence linear equations in two variables are also called as simultaneous equations. Okay, they both are one and the same. Clear? Where I have to have two equations in the same variable which are linear again, which to be solved simultaneously at the same time to get a fixed value of x and fixed value of y. Clear? To satisfy the given equation, then only I can say the given equations are nothing but the simultaneous equations. So linear equations in two variable is same as simultaneous equations. Okay, both are one and the same. Now let us study the properties of linear equations in two variables. What are the properties of linear equations in two variables? Rohan, what is your name? What kind of question you are asking, sir? You are only calling me as Rohan and you are asking me what's your name. Okay, so similarly over here, I am calling it as linear equation in two variable. Then how many variable will be there in the equation, children? Two variables, sir. You have only told yes or no. So there are two variables. There are two variables in the equations. Clear? And what is the degree of the equation, my child? Degree of the equation is 1 again, because I am calling it as a linear equation. Clear, children? Okay. And third property is only one value, in the sense root, okay, of x as well as y. Then how do I present these equations on the graph? When I represent this equation on the graph, please be with me, children, understand it very carefully. So when I represent these equations on the graph, I may get one graph like this, one line like this, and I may get one more line like this. So this is our the line which is obtained by representing one equation graphically. This is nothing but the line which I obtained representing the second equation graphically. So both of them are linear equations. So I get a straight line as the graph. Wherever they intersect, that is the value of x. It is not necessary that whenever I am giving you two equations, they should always intersect at a point, children. Not necessary. They may not intersect or they may overlap also. So that we are going to study in the further concepts of the lesson. I hope so. Till now you understood what are the basic properties of linear equations in two variables. And let me tell you what are the standard form of first one is linear equation in one variable. Okay, so what is the standard form of a linear equation in one variable? I can say it as ax plus b is equal to 0, where a and b are integers and x is nothing but the variable. Okay, it is nothing but variable. So when I am speaking about the quadratic equations, okay, so what is the standard form of quadratic equation? It is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Again over here a, b and c are real numbers, x and x over here are nothing but the variables. But when it comes to linear equations in two variable, keep in mind children, okay, standard form of linear equation in two variable. So the linear equation in two variable, the standard form is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. This is one equation, and other one is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So this is the other equation. So what is a1 over here, what is b1 over here, what is c1? A1 is coefficient of x in the first equation, b1 is coefficient of y in the first equation, c1 is a coefficient of it's a constant term of the first equation. Similarly a2, so I have written a2 over here children. A2 is nothing but a coefficient of x in the second equation, b2 is coefficient of y in the second equation, and c2 is a constant term in second equation. Okay children, keep in mind always you need to understand what is a1, what is b1 and what is c1. And I'll tell you, I want to highlight this one where you are going wrong when you are saying what is a1, what is b1 and what is c1. I just like to give an example over here. Say for example, I have written this example, only you take, or you take some other example. I'll just take another example over here. 2x minus 3y is equal to 7 if I have written. First of all, is it in the standard form? You need to check children. Okay, is it in the standard form? Whether you are saying a1 is how much, b1 is how much and c1 is how much. First you need to check whether it is in the standard form or not. So in the standard form, if you observe carefully, if you observe the standard form carefully over here, all the variables along with the coefficients are in the left hand side. So what is RHS? RHS is supposed to be 0. Then only you can go ahead saying what is A1, what is B1 and what is C1. Okay, until and unless you express the given linear equation in two variable in this form, don't dare to say what is A1, what is B1, what is C1, because you go wrong. Why I am telling you this? If I say here what is A1, A1 you would say it as 2, correct? What is B1? That is minus 3 along with the sign. And what is C1? If I say, if you say it is 7, that is wrong. C1 is not 7 over here because it is not in the standard form. First thing is what I need to bring this one to the left hand side so that the right hand side is 0. Is that clear, children? Okay, so now I will express it as 2x minus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. Now your equation is ready to identify what is A1, what is B1 and what is C1. Again, if I give the same equation in the swapped manner, say for example minus 3y plus 2x minus 7 equal to 0, again you tend to say A1 is equal to minus 3. Again you are wrong, children. What is A1? A1 is coefficient of x. Keep in mind, Clear? Okay, a1 is coefficient of x. So first make sure that your equation, whether x is in the beginning or y is in the beginning. Here I have expressed with the y in the beginning. No, don't identify a1, b1 and c1 in this format again. So express, first and foremost important thing is what? Expressing the given expression or equation such a way that x is first, y is later, and coefficient later, I mean constant term at last. Then the right hand side should be what, children? That should be 0. Okay, now you can identify what is a1. What is a1? a1 is 2, b1 is -3, and c1 is equal to -7. This is the right way. Clear, children? It's very important. Clear? Okay, so now let us see. I told you, whenever the equations are plotted, we are going to get a straight line. Okay, straight line in the sense, always it is not necessary for the straight line to intersect. Okay, it may be intersecting, it may be both the straight lines may run parallel to each other. For example, like this they may run. Okay, or they may go like this. One line is plotted over here. When I plot the equation, one more line comes exactly on the other line also. This may also happen. So it may happen like this, case 1. It may happen like this, case 2, where both of them are parallel to each other. It may happen like case 3, where they may overlap each other. Anything can happen. Okay, so how can I identify that? Are they intersecting? Are they overlapping? Or they are running parallel? So every time should I graph the equation and identify, sir? Not necessary. Not necessary for you to always identify the equation whether they are running parallel or not, always by graphing the equation. Okay, so now what we are going to study is very important, children. Keep in mind. So now we are going to discuss about the nature of roots of the equations. Okay, so how the roots behave over here. How many roots are there? Are they going to be only one root or no root at all, or there are going to be infinite roots? Okay, as I told you, it is not necessary to plot it and check it. Only you need to remember certain conditions. If you remember that conditions, you are the bacha of the topic. Clear, children? You just remember. So I have the two equations over here, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Then the other equation is what? a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. These are the two equations. So I need to identify what is a1, what is b1, and what is c1. So suppose case 1, I will identify a1, b1, c1, a2, b2 and c2. Then I will find out the ratio of a1 by a2 and I will find out b1 by b2. When I find out the ratio of a1 and a2, b1 and b2, if they are not equal to each other, then I can say the lines are intersecting. So whenever the lines are intersecting, say for example, here is the graph. Whenever the lines are intersecting, see one graph, one line I get like this, another line I may get like this. Whenever they are intersecting, how many points they are intersecting at? They are intersecting only at one point. So I can say the equations have unique solution. Unique solution in the sense only one solution. If the equation is having only one solution, then I can say the equation is consistent. This is our case 1. So here I am not plotting it, children. Just by identifying the ratio between a1, a2, b1, b2, I am saying how the equations behave. This is our case 1. Okay, now let me take case 2, where I am going to find out the ratio of A1 by A2, then I am going to find out the ratio of B1 by B2, then I am going to find out the ratio of C1 by C2. If I realize A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Ratio, keep in mind children, ratio means what? If I am saying 10 by 15, this is not called the ratio. Okay, it should always be expressed in the lowest term, right? So then I can say 5 twos are 5 threes are, the ratio is 2 by 3. Whenever you are saying the ratio, right, both should be co-prime. What do you mean by co-prime numbers? They should not appear in any of the table other than 1. Their HCF must be 1. Okay, here you may get like 10 by 15 you may get, then you may get 6 by 9 you may get. Okay, you may get like 8 by 12. Oh sir, all of them are different sir, this is 10 by 15, this is 6 by 9 and 8 by 12. So how can we say that lines are parallel or consistent or inconsistent and all? Okay, here this is not the exact ratio children, that's what I'm telling you. You need to reduce it. When you reduce it, see 5 twos are 5 threes are, 3 twos are 3 threes are, so 4 twos are 4 threes are. See, I am getting this also as 2 by 3 only, this also as 2 by 3 only, this also as 2 by 3 only. Then only you can identify how actually A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 behave. Don't just before reducing them to the lowest form, don't try to identify the nature. Clear children? Is it clear? So suppose, now come back to this concept. So here, so if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, how the lines are? Lines are coincident. Okay, coincident in the sense they are overlapping each other. They are overlapping each other in the sense when I am plotting the equations. Okay, so I will get one line like this, one line like this, and other line also runs on the first line only. See, look at this. Other line also runs on the first line only. So I'll not identify where the two lines are this time. Clear? So that is the meaning of coinciding or overlapping. So in such cases, where are the point of intersection? Can you tell me children? Where is the point of intersection of these two lines? Each and every point is a point of intersection. So this will be the value of x, this will be the value of y. Okay, so this will be the value of x, this will be the value of y, this will be the value of x, this will be the value of y, this will be the value of x, this will be the value of y. Like that I can draw throughout the length of the line. Throughout the length of the line. How many points I can identify? Can you tell me? How many points? Infinite number of points. Okay, so that's why I say such kind of equations are having infinite number of solutions. Infinite solutions. Okay, so if they are having infinite number of solutions, then we say they are also consistent equations. Okay, they are also consistent equations. Clear children? Okay, but we say they are dependent. Okay, so how do you remember dependent? See, one is depending upon other. Consistent, whenever you are getting the equation children, value of the equations, whether it is only one value or infinite number of value, the equations are consistent. Keep in mind. Okay, consistent but depending on each other. How? Actually dependent in the sense they overlap each other. Keep that in mind. Clear? So now let us go to the case 3. I will give example for all these 3 cases children to make you understand it in a clear way. So stay with me. Okay, so then the concept is crystal clear to you. Clear? Understood? So now pay attention. Again in the case of 3, the third case I am finding out over here. So here what happens, again as usual, my usual habit, I will find out the ratio of A1 by A2, B1 by B2, then I will find out C1 by C2. But I realize that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. When I find out these two, oh, they may be coinciding, okay, but when I found out c1 by c2, I realized that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. I mean, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but not equal to c1 by c2, then I can say they are going without meeting. Clear, children? So then we say the lines are parallel. Okay, where do they get meet each other, children? Okay, the lines are not made for each other. Clear, children? This is running its own way. This line is also going in own way. Clear? Okay, they are not at all meeting. Okay, so where are the point of intersection? If they are not meeting, there is no point of intersection. If they are meeting, then I can say whether they are meeting at only one point or many points. If they are not meeting only, how can I say what is the solution? So we can say no solution for such kind of equation. Wherever the point of intersection is happening, the equations are having solutions. If they are not meeting, no solution. Okay, then such kind of equations are called as inconsistent equations. Clear? I hope so. This is clear to you, children. What you mean by consistent equations? What you mean by inconsistent equations? What do you mean by coinciding lines, intersecting lines, and parallel lines? Is it clear? All of you, I hope so it is clear, right? So now I will take some of the examples, then you will understand it in a better way. Clear? Right. So here, pay attention. I have taken some example over here. Now see this equation over here. X minus 2y equal to 0. Can you tell me what is a1? If I am calling this equation as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So what is a1 here, children? a1 is equal to, yes, come on, tell me. a1 is equal to 1, b1 is equal to minus 2, c1 is equal to 0 because there is no constant term. Clear? So in the second equation, this is our second equation. What is a1 over here, children? a1 is equal to 3, b1 is equal to 4, and c1 is equal to minus 20. Now I will find out a1 by a2. Sorry, here it is a2, b2 and c2 because it is a second equation. Now I will find out a1 by a2. So means what? 1 by 3. See, look at this. 1 by 3. a1 by a2. b1 by b2. So here it is minus 2 by 4. Okay, as I told you, children, it should be reduced to the lowest term. Minus 1 by 2 I can write this because 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are. Right. So what is c1 here? c1 is 0. Correct. c1 is 0. c2 is minus 20. So it is 0 by minus 20. Anywhere any of them are equal. Here only when I found out a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, that is more than sufficient for me to say that both the lines, when they plotted, the lines will get intersected. The lines will get intersected in the sense for this, the lines will be somewhere like this. They are intersecting at a point. So how many points they are intersecting? At only one point. So that's why we say it is having only one solution or unique solution. Okay, now let me take the second example. Here again I am going to call this as first equation. This is our first equation. This is our second equation. Right. So can you please tell me what is a1 over here? a1 is 2, b1 is 3, c1 is minus 9. Okay, what is a2, children? a2 is 4, b2 is equal to 6, and c2 is equal to minus 12. So now I'll find out the ratio of a1 by a2. So 2 by 4 I will find out. So when I am finding out 2 by 4, what I am getting? 2 ones are 2 twos are. So I am getting the ratio as 1 by 2. So I am getting the ratio as 1 by 2. So here 3 ones are 3 twos are. I am getting the ratio as 1 by 2. So here minus divided by minus is plus, or you can cancel minus minus also. 9 ones are 9 twos are, again it is 1 by 2. So I'm saying 1 by 2 everywhere. When I find out A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. So I can say A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. What we learned in our previous explanation, if the lines are coincident, then I will get the values like this, where A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So that's why when I plot this equation, I will get the lines like this. This is our one line, first line, and when I get the second line, it will be going on the first line only like this. So what is the number of solutions I have? Many solutions I have. See, infinitely many solutions. That's why I can conclude that the given pair of equations are having infinitely many solutions. Is that clear, children? Yes or no? Clear? Yes. So now let me take the third example over here. Again, I'm going to call this as first equation. This is second equation. Let me find out what is A1. A1 is equal to 1. Here nothing is there means what, children? Coefficient 1 is there. Always keep in mind, if I'm just writing 1, its coefficient is 1, power is also 1. Okay, coefficient is 1, power is also 1. Clear? Right. So now A1 is equal to 1, B1 is equal to 2, C1 is equal to -4, and A2 is equal to 2, because A2 is nothing but coefficient of x. Okay, B2 is what? 4. Okay, B2 is equal to 4 and C2 is equal to -12. Right. Okay, so now I'll find out A1 by A2, 1 by 2. So this itself is the lowest term. Correct. Okay, now here when I reduce it, right, so 2 ones are 2 twos are, when I reduce it to the lowest term, I'm getting it as 1 by 2. So again minus will get cancelled, 4 ones are 4 threes are, I'm getting it as 1 by 3. So here I can say A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. So that time the lines will run parallel to each other. If the lines are running parallel to each other, the equations will not have any solution. So how the lines would be for this equation, children? Lines would go like this. So this is x-axis and y-axis. One line would go like this and the second line would go like this. Clear? Okay, so both the lines are not at all meeting, so that's why we say that this kind of equations are not having any solutions. Clear, children? Okay, no solutions for these equations. Is that clear to you? Understood? I hope so. It is clear till here. Yes, children. Now we are going to learn the different method of solving a linear equations in two variables. Till now what we learned is how the root of the given pair of equations are going to be. Now if the given pair of equations are having unique solutions, how can I solve the given pair of equations? Okay, so basically there are three methods of solving a linear equations in two variable. One is called as a substitution method. Okay, substitution method, which is also called as a elimination by substitution. Clear? So second one is called as a elimination method, which is also called as a elimination by equating the coefficients, and the third one is called as a graphical method, where you are using the graph sheet, okay, to find out the solution of the given pair of equations. And the fourth method is called as the cross multiplication method. Okay, those who are using the old version of NCERT book, this method is mentioned in that, but the cross multiplication method is literally being crossed by the CBSE board. Okay, you know where you are going to learn this method. This is being deleted from the your portions, right? So we are basically learning the substitution method, elimination method and graphical method. Yes, children. Okay, these are the three methods to solve the given pair of linear equations. If they are asking you to use a particular method to solve the equation, you have to solve that equation by that method itself. Okay, if you are not mentioned, if it is not mentioned that which method you need to apply to solve the equation, it's your choice what actually you need to go with. which method you are comfortable with. Okay, so are you all ready to solve the exercise problem, children? I hope so. Each concept is clear to you. Your concept is your foundation, children. It is your power. You need to be very, very strong in the concept. Clear, children? Right, now let us attack the exercise 3.1. See the first question over there. Form the pair of linear equations in following problems and find their solutions graphically. See here, they are giving you a particular method. You are asked to find out the solution of the given pair of equations graphically. Now let us see what question says. Right, question says that 10 students of class 10 took part in the mathematical quiz. Okay, let them take. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. Okay, so 90 to 95% of the solutions, what you are supposed to do, whatever they are asked to find out, take them as variables. Okay, x or y. So in this case, you are asked to find out the number of boys and girls. So what I do here, let the number of boys is equal to x and number of girls is equal to y. So totally how many children are there? There are 10 students. So number of boys plus number of girls together is 10. That is the first equation. So next part of the question, if you observe, if the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, okay, so number of girls is equal to 4 more than number of boys. Clear, children? Number of girls is what? Number of girls I have taken it as y. So y is equal to boys is x, x plus 4. This is the second equation. Clear, children? Since they are asking you to find the roots or solve them by graphical method, I need to have a graph sheet. Clear, children? So now let us see the first equation. What is the first equation? X plus y is equal to 10. I will write the first equation over here. X plus y is equal to 10. Then I will make either x or y as the subject of formula, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay, here I will take y is equal to 10 minus x. So minimum 3 values of the x I had to input to get the 3 values of y. Right, that is minimum, children. Okay, maximum you can take just 4, not more beyond it. Right, so 3 values of x I will input to get the values of y. So now let me take the first value of x as let x is equal to 5. I will take let x is equal to 5. Now let me find out the value of y. So y is equal to 10 minus 5, y is equal to 5 itself. So I'll get y is equal to 5. Second one is what? So x is equal to, I will take, say for example, 6. So y is equal to 10 minus 6, y is equal to 4 I get. Okay, so 6 and 4 I will get. And the third value is what? X is equal to, you can take one of the minus values also, or 0 also, or you can take 7 also. Okay, let me take it as 7. Okay, x is equal to 7, y is equal to 10 minus of 7, y is equal to 3. Clear? But don't take too many values which are away from the origin. Okay, this is nothing but the origin where actually the x-axis and y-axis are meeting. That is nothing but 0. Clear? So now if x is 7, then y is 3. Right? So similarly, I need to take the second equation. Okay, what is the second equation? Y is equal to x plus 4. So I will write over here y is equal to x plus 4. Again, I will find out the 4 values of y for 4 different values of x. Okay, write this block. You can make the third block also there, third column also, which says x and y. All right, so this is x and this is y. So first what I do is, let me take x is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 plus 4, y is equal to 4. X is 0, y is 4. So the second value, x is equal to 2, I will take. Okay, so then y is equal to 2 plus 4, y is equal to 6. X is 2, y is 6. And the third value, I will take one of the value as minus. Okay, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 2 plus 4, y is equal to plus 4. Okay, I have taken just one value as minus because I am very optimistic person, children, not pessimistic. I hate this being negative, so I am very positive, okay, attitude person, right? So just for a joke, okay, not literally, you can take minus values also, right? So 4 I will get over here. So this is not 4 literally, this is 2. Okay, so I will get this and as a 2. Here I am writing the value over here as a 2. Clear? Now my job is to plot this one. Clear? I'm going to plot it, right? So I have the x-axis and y-axis ready over here. Let me plot the first equation. If x is equal to 5, y is equal to 5. So 5 over here on the x-axis. This is your x-axis, children, for your kind information. This is your x-axis. X you can call here x dash. Here it is y and this is a y dash. Clear? So now what I do, I start plotting it. X is equal to 5. I need to check plus 5 on the x-axis, which is over here. For your kind information, let me show it very carefully that so this is your positive x-axis, this is your negative x-axis, this is your positive y-axis, this is your negative y-axis. Anything negative in y to be plotted over here. Clear? So now see the first value. X is equal to 5, y also is equal to 5. X is over here, okay, 5, and y is 5, where x and y axis are meeting. This is the value. Okay, x equal to 5, y equal to 5. X equal to 6, y equal to 4. X equal to 6, y equal to 4. Here is the point. X equal to 7, y equal to 3. X equal to 7, y equal to 3. Here is the point. So now what I am supposed to do, I need to draw the line. Okay, so I will draw the line after plotting these values. Okay, so better what I do, I draw this line because later I should not get confused which point belongs to which equation. Correct? So I will draw the line for the first equation. Okay, so let me take the line and start drawing it over here, children. Okay, so I will draw the line over here. Look at this. This is the line. Make sure that you are using a very sharp pencil, right? Whenever you are plotting these lines, sharp pencil to be used, otherwise you may not get the exact value, children. Clear? So this is the line what I'm getting for the first equation. Clear? So now what I do, I will plot the second equation. First, the points obtained in the second equation. See, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. Where is x equal to 0? That this is x equal to 0. Okay, y equal to 4. Where is y equal to 4? This is the point. So means what? It comes on the y-axis. So here is the point. X equal to 0, y is equal to 4. This is the point. Later, this is done. Next, x equal to 2, y equal to 6. X equal to 2, y equal to 6. Where is the point, children? This is the point. X equal to 2, y is equal to 6. X equal to minus 2, y is equal to plus 2. X equal to minus 2, y equal to plus 2. This is the point. Again, I am supposed to draw a line passing through these points whichever I have obtained. Correct, children? So I'll just take the line over here. Pay attention, children, pay attention. Okay, so after taking the point, what I do, I will draw the line. Okay, so let me connect that points. Joining these points, I will draw one line over here. Look at this carefully. If the points whatever you have plotted, if they are not in line, okay, they are not forming a straight line, so it is understood that either you have gone wrong in finding the values or you have gone wrong in plotting them. You have gone wrong in plotting them. So now tell me where actually both the lines are meeting. Where actually both the lines are meeting? They are meeting over here. Okay, they are meeting over here. This is nothing but the point of intersection. I will draw a perpendicular line, okay, over here, which meets the x-axis at 3, and another perpendicular line which meets the y-axis at 7. Right? So what should be my answer over here, children? So I can say that this point is 3, 7. So what is the conclusion here? Okay, so here I get x is equal to 3, y is equal to 7. What I have taken x and y as what I have taken x and y as. X I have taken as number of boys, y I have taken as number of girls. So I can say, I can conclude that number of boys is equal to, please don't forget to mention the conclusion. Okay, number of boys is equal to 3 and number of girls is equal to 7. How do you verify them? If you add them, it should be 10. See, number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So means what? Your solution is absolutely right. 4 marks is in your pocket. So wear the shirt which has pocket when you are writing the exam, especially the question on graph. Okay. So now let us proceed with the next question, children. Okay. So next question says that on comparing A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, find out whether the lines, okay, representing the pair of equations are intersecting at a point or parallel or coinciding. We already discussed about the conditions. Okay, now we are going to deal with the equations. So look at the question over here. It is 5x minus 4y plus 8, that is the first equation, equal to 0, and the second equation is 7x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0. This is a second equation. So first of all, before you go for the ratio, write down the values of a1 and b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. a1 is coefficient of x in the first equation, that is 5. Then b1 is equal to, don't write only 4, along with the sign you should write, that is minus 4, and c1 is equal to 8. Then a2 is equal to 7, coefficient of x in the second equation. Then b2 is equal to 6 and c2 is equal to minus 9. Clear? So I will find out a1 by a2. a1 by a2, that is 5 by 7. I have found out. Then I will find out b1 by b2. b1 by b2 is minus 4 by 6, that is equal to minus 2 by 3. So just by finding a1 by a2, okay, and b1 by b2, I get to know that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Clear? So a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. What is the condition? That means what? You are going to have a unique solution. So the line should intersect at a point. So since they are asking you whether the lines are intersecting or parallel or coincident, just write down the given pair of equations. The given equations when plotted, okay, we get intersecting lines. Okay, intersecting lines means what? We are getting the unique solution and the consistent solutions. Okay, so next one is the second one. Look at the second equation, children. It is 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. That is first equation. 18x plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. That is second equation. Just by seeing the coefficients you can guess, but marks are obtained only when you are writing the steps. Okay, so better to write the steps. Okay, if it is multiple choice, directly you can answer. I will write down what is a1 here. a1 is equal to 9, b1 is equal to 3, c1 is equal to 12, then a2 is equal to 18, b2 is equal to 6, and c2 is equal to 24. I will write. Clear, children? So now I will find out a1 by a2. 9 by 18, I get it as 1 by 2. Then I will find out b1 by b2. So 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then I will find out c1 by c2. 12 by 24 is equal to 1 by 2. So when you compare the values of L1, A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, all of them are same. Yes or no, children? Okay, see, this is also 1 by 2, this is also 1 by 2, this is also 1 by 2. So what can I conclude, children? I can say that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So all of them are equal to each other. So okay, what is the conclusion here? Okay, pair of linear equations intersect at a point, parallel or coinciding, right? So since all of them are equal to each other, we can say the given pair of lines are coinciding lines I get whenever the given pair of equations are plotted. Clear, children? Let's move to the next question. On comparing the ratios, what you're supposed to find out are consistent or inconsistent, right? So now look at this equation what they have given. Third question, it is given to you as 3 by 2x, it is same as 3x by 2 plus 5y by 3 is equal to 7. Here you have a two choice, children. So if you are comfortable dealing with the fractions, you can just take a1 as 3 by 2, b1 as 5 by 3, or else, sir, I'm not so comfortable dealing with the fractions which I learned long back. So what you do is you take the LCM. Okay, LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Okay, so this to be multiplied with this also to be multiplied with 3. So I get it as 9x plus here 2 and again here 2. 10y is equal to 7. So I can write this one as 9x plus 10y is equal to 42. When I take this 6 over here, 7 into 6. I told you that whenever you are finding out the values of a1, a2, okay, c1, c2, b1, b2 and all, RHS should be 0. Okay, right. So what I do here is 9x plus 10y minus of 42 is equal to 0. This is the first equation. So similarly, the second equation is given to you. Look at this, 9x minus 10y is equal to 14. So again, I will take this 14 this side. 9x minus 10y minus 14 is equal to 0. So I can say what is a1 over here, a2 is 9, b2 is equal to minus 10 and c2 is equal to minus 14. So this is the second equation. I have found out the a2, b2 and c2. Now my task is to find out a1 by a2. a1 is how much, children? Okay, a1 to be written from this equation. So let me write down the a1, a2, b1, b2 first. Okay, so a1 is what over here? a1 is equal to 9, b1 is equal to 10 and c1 is equal to minus 42. Now I will find out a1 by a2. So a1 by a2 is 9 by 9 is equal to 1. Then I will find out b1 by b2, that is minus 10 by 10. Clear, children? Okay, so here only I will get to know that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. c1 by c2 also will find out, otherwise c1 and c2 will feel bad. Okay, c1 by c2 is minus 42 by minus 14. Okay, minus will get cancelled over there. 3:1 I get. Clear? So I can say that since a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So what kind of equations these are? Are they consistent or inconsistent? They both are consistent equations. Okay, they are consistent equations because I'm getting a unique solution which are intersecting lines. Okay, I get a consistent equation. Clear, children? Okay, now let me take one more example over here. So here two equations are given to you. 4 by 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. Can I take it with a fraction now this time? Okay, let me take one more question which is in a different way. So first of all, I'll express the RHS as 0. 4 by 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. This is the first equation. So here a1 is equal to 4 by 3, b1 is equal to 2, c1 is equal to minus 8. Okay, so now I will take the second equation, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. So I will shift this 12 this side. I can write this one as 2x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. So this is my second equation. So I can write a2 is equal to 2, b2 is equal to 3 and the c2 is equal to minus 12. Now let me compare. So a1 by a2, that is 4 by 3 divided by 2. Okay, so 4 by 3 into 1 by 2, because it is 2 by 1 I have to take the reciprocal. 2 1s are 2 2s are, I'll get it as 2 by 3. Now I will find out b1 by b2. b1 by b2, 2 by 3 itself directly. Then C1 by C2 minus 8 by minus 12. So that is minus will get cancelled. 4 2s are 4 3s are. So I get it as 2 by 3. So if you observe it carefully, A1 by A2 is 2 by 3, B1 by B2 is also 2 by 3, C1 by C2 is also 2 by 3. So what can I write, children? I can say that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So I'll get what? I'll get the coinciding lines. So means what? Infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions in the sense what, children? It is a consistent. Okay, it is a consistent solution. Okay, all right, consistent, but it is a dependent. Correct, consistent and dependent solution. Clear, children? I hope so it is clear. Now let me move with the next question. Which of the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. Clear? Again, you are going to obtain the solution graphically. Now pay attention, children. So first equation is what? 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. So here RHS is already 0. So directly I will take the value of A1 as 2, B1 is equal to 1 and C1 is equal to minus 6. Right. So next, what is the equation over here? That is this is our first equation. The next equation is 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. First of all, I can take out 2 common over here, or directly you can write down, no issues. I can take out 2 common. So 2 common, if I write down 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Then I can write this one as 2x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. I can write this one as a second equation. Clear, children? I told you x should be first, y should be later, and the constant term. X should be first, y should be later, and the constant term. Keep in mind. Right. So now here I will write A2 is equal to 2, B2 is equal to minus 1, and C2 is equal to minus 2. Clear? So now I'll find out A1 by A2. So that is 2 by 2 is equal to 1. B1 by B2, it is 1 by minus 1. I'll get it as minus 1. What does it mean, children? So here A1 by A2, that implies A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So it is a unique solutions. If the equations have unique solutions, they are consistent. Okay, so the equations are consistent. If they are consistent, I need to solve them graphically. Clear, children? Okay, so my task is to find out the solution graphically. Okay, what is the first equation now? 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. So now again I will take a graph. 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0 plus y minus 6 equal to 0. I'll make y as the subject of formula. So then I can write this 6 is taken to the other side. 6 minus 2x I will write. Okay. So the second equation is what? Second equation is 2x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Okay. So 2x minus y minus 2 equal to 0 minus y minus 2 equal to 0. So again I will take this y to the other side. Then I will get this one as 2x minus 2 is equal to y. I can write it as y is equal to 2x minus 2. That is the second equation. So just like the previous one, I'll write the grid over here. As I told you, children, minimum 3 values of x you should input to get the values of y. So here x is called as a independent variable and y is called as a dependent variable. Can you tell me why they are called so? Because whenever you are putting the value of x, you are not taking care of y. Okay, you are just putting the value of x whichever comes to your mind, but there are some conditions apply. Okay, for your kind information, but the value of bechara y depends upon the value of x. So means what? Y is called as a dependent variable. Clear, children? So this is x and y. This is x and y over here. Clear? So now first what I take, let x is equal to 0. Okay, y is equal to 6 minus 2 into 0. Y is equal to 2 into 0 is 0. I'll get it as 6. So x equal to 0, y is equal to 6. So second one, pay attention children. Second one is x is equal to, I can write it as 2. So y is equal to 6 minus 2 into 2. Okay, so 6 minus of 4. Okay, so that is equal to 2. Y equal to 2. X is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. Then the third value, x is equal to, I'll write it as 3. Y is equal to 6 minus 2 into 3. That is 6. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 minus 6 I get. Y equal to 0. Okay, so if x equal to 3, y equal to 0. I'll find out the values for this also, then later we can plot it. Okay, so I will take let the first value of x is equal to 0 itself, then value of y will be 2 into 0 minus 2. So y will be minus 2 because 2 into 0 is 0. So x equal to 0, y equal to minus 2. Second one is x is equal to 1 I will take, then y is equal to 2 into 1 minus 2. 2 minus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to 1, y equal to 0. Then the third value, what can I take children? Let x is equal to any value for that matter, 2 you take. Okay, if you want to minus value, doesn't matter, minus value I can take. Okay, we'll take minus value, no problem. Okay, don't feel bad, we'll give importance for minus also, right? So now y is equal to 2 into minus 1 minus 2, so that is minus 2 minus 2, that is minus 4. Clear? If x is equal to minus 1, then y is equal to minus 4. So my job is to plot it now. Okay, I told you the values to be found out very carefully, then you go ahead with plotting. So now let us plot. Okay, let me tell you once again children, what is x-axis and what is y-axis over here. This is positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis, this is positive y, and this is negative y. Scale should also be mentioned. Okay, scale is nothing but 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. Clear? So this is nothing but the origin where both the axes are meeting. Clear? So now let us start plotting. X equal to 0, y equal to 6. X equal to 0, it's over here. Y equal to 6, it's here. Okay, this is the point. Then x equal to y equal to 2. X equal to 2, y equal to 2. Here it is. Then x equal to 3, y equal to 0. X equal to 3, y equal to 0. Here itself. That is the third point. Okay. Then later, when I come to the second equation, x equal to 0, y equal to minus 2, x equal to 0, then y equal to minus 2 in the sense here it is. This is the blue one, keep in mind. X equal to 1, y equal to 0. This is the point, the blue one. X equal to minus 1, y equal to minus 4. X equal to minus 1, y equal to minus 4. Here is the point. Keep in mind children. Okay, now I need to draw the line connecting these points. Clear? So keep in mind children, I'm going to draw the line connecting these points. Okay, so pay attention. So now I'll take one line over here. Pay attention children, pay attention. Okay, so I'll take one line over here and connect these 3 points. The line should pass through the points whatever I have taken. Okay, these are the 3 points. It is passing through the points. You can extend it till the end of the page. Till the end of the page. Okay, it is passing children. Yes. Okay, so later the second line should pass through these points. That is nothing but the second equation whatever you have plotted with. Where is the points? These are the points. Okay, let me connect those points. Okay, you can extend the line till the lines intersect children. See over here it is drawn like this. If you are not getting the points in line, okay, means what? Either you have gone wrong in plotting the values or you have gone wrong in finding the values. There are the two cases. Where are they meeting? They are meeting over here. Okay, this is the point of intersection. What is the coordinate of this point? 2, 2. is a point of intersection. So I can say that therefore x is equal to 2, y is equal to, okay. So now I have found out the values. If you are getting confused whether, okay, it is right or not, it is correct or not, okay, you can substitute the values in the equation and check. Say for example, if I take this equation, okay, right, x equal to 2, I will write 2 into 2 plus of 2 minus 6. I'm talking about the LHS. So 2 into 2 is 4 plus 2 minus 6. That is 6 minus 6 equal to 0. That is equal to RHS. So your values are right. This verification doesn't carry any marks. Okay, it is just for your understanding. Okay, this is just verification. How can you check whether what you have solved is right or not? Okay, understood children? Graphical method is a very simple, easy method children. Okay, easily scoring, don't be scared of. Only the thing is you need to correctly find out the values of x and y. Understood? Yes, let us move to the next one now. Yes children, now let us see question number 7. The question number 7 says draw the graph of the equations x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region is the question. Okay children, so now what we are supposed to do, we have to plot these lines. You have to plot these lines in the sense, again we have to go ahead with the graph. Clear children? So what is the first equation given over there? Please check over here. So first equation given to you is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. So here I can make y as a subject of formula. If I want to make y as a subject of formula, see here this y is taken to this side. So x plus y 1 is equal to y. So I can write y is equal to x plus 1. Correct children? Okay, this is our first equation. So later what I have the other equation, I just call this as equation 1. The other equation is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Again I want to make y as a subject of formula, so I'll write it as 2y is equal to 12 minus 3x, because I'll take this 12 this side plus then I'll take this 3x to the other side, it becomes minus. Then y is equal to 12 minus 3x divided by 2. This is my second equation. I need to put the different values of x to get the different values of y in both the equations. Now let us start doing the same thing. Again, I need to draw the grid for the first equation over here, that is y is equal to x plus 1. Let me take the graph sheet now. So first equation is what? Y is equal to x plus 1. So y is equal to x plus 1. So I will draw the grid. Keep in mind children, as I told you, right, minimum 3 values to be taken. Again and again I'm telling you, so that you need to keep in mind, don't unnecessarily take more than 3 values. So here this is x and this is y. Correct children? So first x is equal to 0. Then y is going to be 0 plus 1, y is equal to 1. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. The second value what I take is, let x is equal to 2. So y is going to be 2 plus 1, y is going to be 3. Correct children? If x is 2, y is going to be 3. And see the third value what I'm going to take, x is equal to, say for example 3 I will take. So y is equal to 3 plus 1, y is equal to 4. So x is equal to 3, then y I'm getting it as 4. Now see what is the second equation, y is equal to 12 minus 3x by 2. Okay, so y is equal to 12 minus of 3x divided by 2. Clear children? Right. So now here again I'll draw the grid to take the different values of x to get the different values of y. So here little bit care to be taken children. Don't take the value of x such a way that the value of y is a decimal. Clear? Right. So to avoid the confusion and the risk of going wrong. So what I do here is, let me take x is equal to, I will take it as a 2. If I take x is equal to 2 over here. Okay. So y is going to be, y is equal to 12 minus 3 into 2 divided by 2. So that is going to be 12 minus 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I'll get it as 3. Clear, children? The second value what I'm going to take over here is let x is equal to 3 I will take. If I take x is equal to 3, y is equal to, listen to me very carefully, children. If I take x equal to 3, I may get the decimal, so avoid it. So what I would like to tell over here is, so better take the value of x such a way that the value of y is a integer. Clear? So what I do here is, I'll just tell you a simple trick over here, children. So what is the first value of x what you have taken? 2 you have taken. Correct. For you have got y as a 3. So what is the common denominator? Is 2. So keep on adding 2 to the denominator, the first value whatever you have taken. Clear? The first value whatever you have taken, or subtract the denominator from the first value whatever you have taken. Is that clear? So what is the denominator here? Denominator is, see, if you observe the denominator is 2. I'll add 2 to 2. So I'll get it as 4. So I'll take the next value as 4. Clear? So x is equal to 4 I will take. Then y is equal to 12 minus 3 into 4 divided by 2. So that is 12 minus 12 divided by 2. That is going to be 0. So here I am going to get it as 0. So the next value what I would like to take, the third value, pay attention, children. So I would subtract this one. If I subtract this one, that is going to be, let us see, right? Minus I will do, right? So I'll take one value as subtract the denominator. 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is what? 0. Clear? So let x is equal to 0 I will take. If I take x is equal to 0, y is equal to what? 12 minus 3 into 0 divided by 2. So that is 12 minus 0 divided by 2, that is going to be 6. So here it is 0, then I am going to get it as 6. Clear, children? Now my task is to plot them. Clear? Okay, so now let us start plotting them. Let us see how to plot these equations. Now we have got the different values of x. Let us plot this one. So now here, if you observe it carefully, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So 0 and 1 I need to plot. Correct? X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Let us plot this one now. Okay, so x is 0, it's over here because this is origin, and y is equal to 1. This is the point what I require. This is the point what I require. Then x equal to 2, y is equal to 3. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. This is the point. Here it is a point. Are you able to see, children? This is the point over here. See, first point I have done over here. This is the other point, and this is the other point whatever I have to got. Clear? So now what I do, I will go ahead with the next value, that is x equal to 3, y equal to 4. X equal to 3, y is equal to 4. X equal to 3, y is equal to 4. This is the value over here. Clear? Right. So now what I do, I will just write this value over here. X equal to 3, y equal to 4. 3 and 4, it is meeting over here. This is the line. So I have to draw the line over here. So let me take the values there. First of all, let me take the values and draw it. So I will take this value, then put it over here, connecting these 2 points whatever I have joined. As I told you, children, if the points you are not getting them in the straight line, so 2 chances are possible. What are the 2 chances? You might have gone wrong in plotting, or you might have gone wrong in finding the values. These are the 2 chances. Okay, you can extend it till the end of the page. Okay, this is the first line what I get. Okay, so now see the second equation. This is the first line what I get. So here x equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Where is x equal to 2, y is equal to 3? Let us plot it, children. Okay, 2 and 3, x equal to 2, y equal to 3. This is the point. Here only if you observe, the both will be the point of intersection. Okay, since both of them are same. Okay, so 2 and 3, here I get 4 and 0. This is 4 and 0 here. Then 0 comma 6, x is 0, y is 6. This is the point. Again I need to take this line and draw the line connecting these points. Right. So 2 comma 3, where is 2 comma 3? This is 2 comma 3. This is the point. Then later it is passing through 4 comma 0. Okay, so here is our 4 comma 0. I'll extend them. I'll extend the line. See, it is passing through the 3 points whatever I have joined. Okay, this is the required graph. And what else they are asking you? They are asking you that determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. So whatever is the coordinates of the triangle, you need to write. If I call them the triangle as A, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Coordinates of the triangle A is equal to, see, what is the coordinate of triangle A, children? It is 2 comma 3. That will give you 2 comma 3. And coordinates of triangle, I mean point B is, what is coordinate of point B? That is minus 1 comma 0. Then coordinate of point C is going to be 4 comma 0. And what you are supposed to do, shade the region. You have to shade the region. Okay, so I'm going to shade this region over here. This is the region which is bounded between the line and the x-axis. Are you getting it, children? This is the triangular region which is formed between the lines when plotted and the x-axis. Clear, children? Is that clear to you, all of you? Right, this is how you are supposed to do it. If they are asking you to shade the region between the lines and the y-axis, then you would have shaded this. Okay, you would have shaded this region. Okay, here this region you would have shaded. If this is the region, line and y-axis, if they are asking, since they are asking x-axis, I have shaded this region here. Okay, this is x-axis. Yes, children, we are going to start with exercise 3.2 now. See, solve the following pair of linear equations by substitution method. As we discussed earlier, children, we have different methods of solving linear equations, right? So in the previous question, whatever we solved, if you observe it carefully, here this is the solution of the equation, whatever we are supposed to solve, right? Since they are not asking us to solve it, we did not write. So this is the solution. X equal to 2 and y is equal to 3 is the solution of the equations in the previous question, right? So they are just asking us to shade the triangle formed between the lines and the x-axis. We just shaded it, right? Okay, now here in this question you are asked to solve the given pair of equations by the method of substitution. So now what I'm doing is I'll just take the first equation, consider over here. See here, x plus y is equal to 14. Now I'll just call this as equation 1. Here I'll make either x as a subject of formula or y as a subject of formula. So here x is equal to 14 minus y I will write. I will call this as equation 3. Okay, right. So here let me call this equation better as 1 and 2. I'll call here itself equation 1 and equation 2. Then here I will take from 1. Then x is equal to 14 minus y. Right. So substitute x in equation 2. If you have taken it from 1, see here, you have taken it from 1, right? Don't substitute in 1 again. You need to substitute in 2. Clear? So now when I substitute it in equation 2, see x minus y is equal to 4 is equation 2. In place of x, I need to write it as 14 minus y. So in place of x, I will write it as 14 minus y, and this minus y I'm going to keep as it is equal to 4, right? So 14 minus 2y is equal to 4. Then 14 minus 4 is equal to 2y. Clear? So I'll get it as 10 is equal to 2y. Then I can write y is equal to 10 divided by 2, y is equal to 5. that is going to be the solution for y. Whenever I'm asking you to solve, what is the meaning of solve? To find the value of unknown. Clear, children? Next, what I do? Substitute y in equation 3 directly I will do, so that I'll get the value of x directly. So x is equal to 14 minus y. X is equal to 14 minus of 5, because I got the value of y as 5. So x is equal to 9 is the solution for the x. Clear, children? So therefore I can conclude that therefore x is equal to, I can easily directly write from this, x is equal to what, children? X is equal to 9 and y is equal to 5. These are nothing but the solution of the given equations. How do you verify it? Even though they are not asking you to verify, just for your confirmation you can verify it. Take any one of the equation. From equation 1, LHS is equal to x plus y. What is x? 9. What is y? 5. So I'm substituting, I'm getting it as 14, which is nothing but our RHS. That means what? The values, whatever you have got is right. Clear, children? Now let's move to the next question. See, the next question is 3x by 2 minus 5y by 3 equal to minus 2. These are the equations, whatever you are given to you, where you have the coefficients as fractions over here. So now I'll consider the first equation. Look at this. 3x by 2 minus of 5y by 3 is equal to minus 2. Now here I'll take the LCM of the denominators. LCM of 2 and 3. LCM of 2 and 3 is equal to 6. I'll write it as 6 over here. 2 into what is 6? 2 into 3 is 6. Again, numerator should also be multiplied with 3. So I'll get it as 9x minus 3 into what is 6, children? 2. So into 2. So that is equal to 10y is equal to minus 2. Then I'll write it as 9x minus 10y is equal to, when I take this 6 on the other side, minus 2 into 6. So 9x minus 10y is equal to minus 12 I get. Clear, children? Any doubt over here? Okay. So later what I'm going to do, either I have to make x as a subject of formula or y as a subject of formula. Clear, children? So later I will make the subject of formula as 9x is equal to minus 12 minus 10y. Minus 10y goes to the other side, becomes plus 10y. Clear? So I'll call this as equation 1 and equation 2. So 9x is equal to this much. X is equal to what, children? X equal to minus of 12 plus of 10y divided by 9. That is going to be the value of x. That is going to be the value of x. Clear, children? This is nothing but x. I'm going to call this as equation 3. Right. So substitute x in equation 2 I do. Clear? So because I have taken it from equation 1. Now when I substitute in equation 2, wherever x is there, you have to replace it by minus 12 plus 10y by 9. Clear? So this is x by 3 plus of y by 2 is equal to 13 by 6. What is x? X is minus 12 plus of 10y divided by 3. Here it is. And this again divided by 9 here. Okay, from equation 3 I have taken, divided by 9. Clear? This is 9. I have just replaced x by whatever expressions we have got it for x here in the equation 3. Clear? And over here, if you see it clearly, divided by 3 is there. So what I write over here, I just write this one as divided by 3, or directly you can write this one as multiplied by 1 by 3 by 3 plus of y by 2 is equal to 13 by 6. So now minus 12 plus of 10y divided by 27 plus of y by 2 is equal to 13 by 6, because denominator and denominator can be multiplied. Right. So LCM is going to be 54. LCM of 27 and 2 is 54. So 27 2s are 54. This whole expression to be multiplied by 2. I can write this one as minus 12 plus 10y multiplied by 2 plus of, here this 2 to be multiplied by 27 to get 54. Correct, children? So 27y is equal to 13 by 6. Now what I get over here, 2 into minus 12 is minus 24 plus of 20y plus of 27y divided by 54 is equal to 13 by 6. So minus of 54 plus of what I get over here, 20 and 27, 47y is equal to 13 by 6 into 54 I get. So 6 ones are 6 nines are. Okay, I'll get it as minus 24 plus of 47y is equal to 13 sevens are is 117. Clear, children? So now what I do, I am supposed to find out the value of y. So I will take this 27 to the 24 to the other side. So I'll get it as 47y is equal to 117 plus of 24. Clear, children? So 47y. Now I have to add this 117 plus of 24. I'll get it as 141. So y is equal to 141 divided by 47. Y is equal to, see, 47, 3s are, if you do 3 into 7 is 21, 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. So I am going to get y is equal to 3. So substitute y in equation 3u. Here we have got equation 3. Directly you will get the value of x over here. So x is equal to minus 12 plus of 10 into 3 divided by, because 10y is over here, we have got y as a 3. Okay, divided by 9 I will get. So minus 12 plus of 13 divided by 9. So 30 minus 12 is 18 divided by 9. So x is equal to 2 I am going to get. So these are the solution for the given equation. Is it clear, children? Yes or no? Okay. Now let us move to the next one. See, solve 2x plus 3y equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y equal to minus 24, and hence find the value of m for which y equal to mx plus 3 is there. Clear, children? So now what I do, I'll consider the first equation, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. Okay, right. So I'm going to call this as equation 1. Clear? So I need to make either x as y as a subject of formula. So what I do here is either I can make x or y, anything. Okay, let me write the second equation also, then decide. Okay, so second equation is what? 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. This is our second equation. So what I write over here is consider equation 1. When I consider equation 1, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. So 2x is equal to 11 minus 3y. X is equal to 11 minus 3y divided by 2. This is equation 3 I call. So later consider equation 2. Okay, directly you can do. Substitute x in equation. See, you have taken it from equation 1. Suppose if you have taken it from equation 1, you are supposed to substitute it in equation 2. So what is our equation 2? It is 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. So, right. So 2 into, in place of x, I will write it as 11 minus 3y divided by 2. Correct, children? Okay. Minus of 4y is equal to minus 24. So 2 ones are 2 ones are. Directly you can cancel. Then I'll be left with what, children? 11 minus 3y minus of 4y is equal to minus 24. So 11 minus of 7y is equal to minus 24. 11, okay, 7y. Whenever I'm asking to find out the value of x and y should be positive. So I will take this one over here, then 7y. I have shifted this 7 to the other side and 24 to the other side. So I'll get it as 35 is equal to 7y. Then y is equal to 35 divided by 7. Y is equal to 5 I get. So later substitute y in equation 3. Direct, okay, direct substitution you can do. Okay, later what you get over here is x is equal to 11 minus 3 into 5 divided by 2. Clear, children? Because y is equal to 5 we have got. So x is equal to 11 minus 15 divided by 2. X is equal to minus 4 divided by 2. that implies x is equal to minus 2. Clear children? I'll get the value of x as minus 2 and the value of y as plus 5. These are the required solutions. Clear? Okay. Now let's see the next question. Form the pair of linear equations for the following problems and find their solutions by substitution method. They are nothing but the word problems what they have given you. See, in maximum of the word problems, whatever is the value of unknown you are asked to find out, take them as x and y, as I told you earlier. Right. The difference between the two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find them. Okay, you're finding the number. So let the required number are x and y. Okay, the difference between the two numbers is 26. So x minus y is equal to 26. Clear? I'm going to call this as equation 1. Okay, and one number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. Here, whenever I'm telling about the difference, x is greater than y. So this is 3 times of the other. So I can say that x is equal to 3 times of y. Bigger number is 3 times of the smaller number. So I can write this one as x minus 3y is equal to 0. That is your second equation. Clear? Right. So from equation 2, in fact you can write the previous step also. X minus 3y is equal to 0. X is equal to 3y. So I'll call this as equation 3. Now substitute x in equation 1 because I have taken it from equation 2. So now x is equal to 3y. So 3y minus y is equal to 26. I get it as 2y is equal to 26. Y is equal to 26 divided by 2 is equal to 13. So I get therefore y is equal to 13. Now substitute y in equation 3. What is our equation 3 children? X is equal to 3y. So x is equal to 3 into 13. X is equal to 39 I get. Okay. So don't forget to write the conclusion. Required numbers are 39 and 13. See, the difference between them is 26. Clear? Because 39 minus 13 if you do, you'll get it as 26 and 39 is 3 times of 13. Both the equations hold good. This is your verification which is not a part of the solution. Clear children? Okay. Yes. Now see the next question. The taxi charges in a city consist of fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Clear? See, what is the last sentence here? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? And you're asked to find out what are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer. So what I am going to take, let the fixed charge is equal to rupees x and charge per kilometer is equal to rupees y. Now what is the question there? For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is 105. Whether you go for longer distance or not, children, just if you board the taxi and get down, you have to give the fixed charge. So you have to pay x rupees. So now x rupees, and for every kilometer you are traveling, you are giving y rupees per kilometer. So how many kilometers the first guy has traveled? He has traveled 10 kilometers. So 10 into y rupees he has to give along with the fixed charge x. So together when he is giving, how much he is giving? He is paying 105 rupees. This is the first equation. And for a journey of 15 kilometer, okay, so next whenever he is traveling a distance of 15 kilometer, again he has to give the fixed charge. And how much charge per kilometer? Y. How many kilometers he has traveled? He has traveled 15 kilometers. So 15y is equal to 155. This is the second equation. Clear children? So now you are asked to find out what is the fixed charge and what is the charge per kilometer, and also how much he has to pay for a distance of 25 kilometer. So now consider equation. You can take anything. Equation 1 or not to anything. So x plus 10y is equal to 105. X is equal to 105 minus of 10y. So I'll call this as equation 3. So next what I'm going to do, pay attention children. X, okay, substitute x in equation 2. When I substitute x in equation 2, x is what children? It is 105 minus 10y. So 105 minus of 10y in the place of x. Are you getting it? Here this is x. In place of x, I have written 105 minus 10y. Clear? Right. So then later plus 15y as it is. Plus 15y is equal to 155. Is equal to 155. So now what I'm supposed to write? 105 plus of 5y is equal to 155. 155. Clear? Getting it? Minus 10y plus 15y. So now 5y is equal to 155 minus of 105. So what I'm getting it? 5y is equal to 50. Y is equal to 50 divided by 5. Y is equal to 10 I am getting. Clear? Okay. So later substitute y in equation 3. So equation 3 is what? Equation 3, look at this. This is our equation 3. I'm supposed to substitute y in this equation. Clear? So x is equal to 105 minus of 10 into 10. X is equal to 105 minus of 100. So x is equal to 5. So what I have taken x as? So that is the fixed charge. So I need to conclude. Therefore, the fixed charge is equal to rupees 5 and charge per kilometer is rupees 10. Okay. So therefore, for a distance of 25 kilometer, okay, total charge to be given is equal to fixed charge, that is 5, plus of charge per kilometer. 25 kilometer he has traveled and 10 rupee for the kilometer. So 5 plus of 250. So that is nothing but 255 rupees has to be paid for a distance of 25 kilometer. Is it clear children, all of you? Any doubt over here? Okay, only the thing is children, you need to frame the equation correctly. If you are getting the equation correctly, then you need to solve it, right? So when you solve it, you are arriving at the correct value of x and y. Clear? Okay. So now look at the question on the age. 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Okay. So what is asked? You take them as x and y. Clear? So let the present age of Jacob is equal to x years. Okay. And present age of his son is equal to y years. Clear children? Okay. 5 years hence, in the sense 5 years after. Okay. So age of Jacob. Suppose if you are say for example 14 years old, what will be your age after 5 years? 14 plus 5. So similarly Jacob is x years old right now. 5 years after his age will be x plus 5 years. Clear? Right. So age of son is going to be, right now he is y years. After 5 years his age is going to be y plus 5 year. Clear? Okay. 5 years ago, okay, 5 years hence, first case, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Whatever is the age of Jacob is there after 5 years, that is going to be 3 times that of his son. So x plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. x minus 3y is equal to 15 minus 5. X minus 3y is equal to 10. That is the first equation. Okay, right. So see the second case now. What is going to happen in the second case? 5 years ago. So 5 years ago. Now what is the present age of Jacob? It is x year. Your present age is 14 years. What was your age 5 years ago? So age of Jacob is equal to y minus 5 year. Clear, children? Okay, 5 years ago, in the sense 5 year has to be subtracted from the present age. Clear, children? So again, age of son. What is the age of son right now? It is, okay, Jacob is x we have taken, right? So it is x minus 5 because we have taken Jacob's age as x. Clear, children? So this is going to be x minus 5. Okay, his son we have taken it as y. So y minus 5 year. Clear? Understood. So Jacob's age was 7 times of his son. Age of Jacob, that is x minus 5, was 7 times of his son. When? 5 years ago. Clear? Right. So now I can write this as x minus 5 is equal to 7y minus of 35. So x minus 5 is equal to, here in this step itself I can write it, children. You bring x and y together and all the constant on the other side. X minus 7y is equal to minus 35 plus 5. Because plus 7y is there, taken to the other side becomes minus 7y. Clear? Right. So now x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. This is our second equation. Clear, children? Okay. So now from equation 1. So x minus 3y is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 plus 3y. I'm going to call this as equation 3. So substitute x in equation 2. Clear? X, I will substitute it as 10 plus 3y. So 10 plus 3y, look at the equation 2 over here, minus of 7y, because I have just replaced x by 10 plus 3y from the equation 3. Minus 7y is equal to minus 30. So what I'm going to get over here, minus 4y equal to minus 30 minus 10. Minus 4y is equal to minus 14. Y is equal to minus 40 divided by minus 4. So I'm getting y is equal to 10. Clear, children? Okay. Substitute y in equation 3. So now x is equal to 10 plus 3 into 10. Clear, children? Because y is 10. So that I'm going to get 10 plus 13. So x is equal to 40 I'm going to get. Okay, x is equal to 40 and y is equal to 10. What have you taken x as, children? You need to write the conclusion. Okay, therefore Jacob's present age is equal to 40 years. Okay, present age of son is equal to y. Y is how much? 10 years. That is 10 years. Clear, children? Is it clear? Let's move to the next one. Yes, children. Now we are going to solve exercise 3.3, where you are asked to solve the given pair of linear equations by the method of elimination. Okay, right. So we learned about the graphical method of solving linear equations in two variable. Now this is elimination method. See, the name itself says it's a elimination method. What do you mean by elimination? First of all, children, can you tell me what is the meaning of eliminate? Eliminate means what? To remove. Correct, children? To take out, to remove. Correct, children? Okay, so means what? Now I'm eliminating either x x or the y of the given equations to get the solution. How can I do it? First of all, right, so first I need to decide what has to be eliminated, either x or y. Now here the given equations are x plus y is equal to 5. I'm going to call this as equation 1. Now later 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. This is the second equation. So what are the things you need to keep in mind? The steps of the elimination method. What is going to be the first step? Decide what has to be eliminated. Decide which variable, okay, to be eliminated. To be eliminated. Then second one, equate the coefficient of the variable to be eliminated. Clear, children? Then add if they are having opposite sign, or subtract if they have the same sign. So now I will decide what to be eliminated. Let me decide what to be eliminated, children. So I want x to be eliminated. So what I do, I will multiply equation 1 with 2 because coefficient of x is 1, right? Then here also plus sign is there, here also plus sign is there. If they have same sign, I have to subtract it. So subtract equation 2, okay, right, from equation 1 after multiplying it by 2. So what happens? Equation 1 multiplied by 2, what happens? It is going to be like 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Then I will just write this one as 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Clear, children? So here I am subtracting. It means what? I need to change the sign. Very important. Okay. So here plus 2x minus 2x get cancelled. So here I'll get this one as plus 5y is equal to 10 minus 4. Children, keep in mind. Okay, that is going to be 6. Clear, children? Okay, so now I'll get it as y is equal to 6 divided by 5. Understood? Okay, so now substitute y in equation 1. Either you can substitute y in equation 1 or in equation 2. Anything, children. Okay, whichever you are comfortable at. Clear, children? Right. So equation 1 is what? X plus y is equal to 5. I have got it. Right. So what is the value of x? I don't know. That is what I'm supposed to find out. And the value of y is 6 divided by 5 is equal to 5. Clear? Clear? Right. So now x is equal to 5 minus of 6 divided by 5. What I'm going to get over here, children? Right. LCM is going to be 1. X is equal to, LCM is going to be 1 because LCM of 1 and 5 is 1 itself. Clear? So now later what I'm going to do is this to be multiplied with 5, this also to be multiplied with 5. Right. So 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. Here LCM is already 5. So already 5 is there. So into 1 I do. Clear, children? Okay, so minus 6 I get. X is equal to 19 by 5 I get. Clear, children? Any doubt over here? Any doubt over here? Okay, so what's the value of x I got? X I got it as 19 by 5 and y I got it as 6 by 5. Is it clear, children? Any doubts you have here? Okay, these are the values of x and y. You should not, okay, forget to write the answer very clearly, right? Okay, so now let us see the next question. The next question is x by 2 plus 2y by 3. So here I'll just write this one, x by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1. So again, just like the previous one of the example what we solved, I will take the LCM over here. When I take the LCM 2 and 3, it is going to be 6. So I'll multiply this with 3, multiply this also with 3. 3x I get, okay, plus sign as it is, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, plus 4y is equal to minus 1. Clear, children? Okay, so what I'm going to get over here, so when I take this, see 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. I'm just calling it as equation 1. See, I have not yet started solving by any of the methods over here, children. Right. So I have just brought it to the form where coefficients are just integers. Clear? Right. Now from equation from okay the equation x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. Here by 1 is there. So what is LCM is going to be? LCM is going to be 3. So into 3 into 3. So I'll get it as 3x minus of into 1 into 1. Y is equal to 3. So I get this one as 3x minus y is equal to, when I take this to the other side, it becomes 9. Now I'm going to call this as equation 2. Clear? Right. So here if you observe, already coefficient of x and x are equal to each other. So my job is a little bit easy. I don't require to multiply any of the equation with any of the numbers. Clear, children? So what I do over here is 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. Then 3x minus y is equal to 9. I will just write minus sign over here because they already have the same sign. So I have to subtract them. Clear? Right. So now this will get cancelled. Here again plus I will write. Here minus I will write. 4 plus 1 is 5y is equal to minus 15 I get. So y is equal to minus 15 divided by 5. Y is equal to minus 3. Clear? So substitute y in equation 1. So 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. Then 3x plus 4 into minus 3 is equal to minus 6. Then 3x minus of 12 minus 6. Then 3x is equal to minus 6 plus 12. Then 3x is going to be plus 6. X is going to be 6 divided by 3. X is equal to 2 I get. This is the value of x what I get. Elimination method is quite easier, children, when you compare to the substitution method. The thing is you should be very careful, right, whenever you are subtracting, okay, and equating it, right, need to be very careful. Okay, so first job is what? Right, first make the coefficients equal. Clear? See the now some of the word problems we are going to have. Now, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1 and it becomes half if we add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So, let the numerator is equal to x and denominator is equal to y. Clear, children? Okay, so what is the required fraction? Fraction is equal to x divided by y. Now, if we add 1 to the numerator, so case 1 now, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, y minus 1, then fraction reduces to 1. It is going to be 1. So here x plus 1 is equal to, when I take this one over here, 1 into y minus 1. So x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1. When I take this y over here, x minus y is equal to minus 1 minus 1. X minus y is equal to minus 2. That is going to be the first equation. So later, look at the second part of the question. It becomes half if we add, okay, only 1 to the denominator. I'm not going to do any chit-chat with the numerator. So I'm going to add 1 to the denominator. Y plus 1 is equal to half. Right. So when you cross multiply, 2x is equal to, I'll get it as 1 into y plus 1. So 2x is equal to y plus 1. Then 2x minus y is equal to 1. Equation 2. Clear, children? So now already if you observe here, y is there, whose coefficients are already equal. So since they have the same sign, I will subtract them. So what I do here is equation 1 minus of equation 2. So x minus y is equal to minus 2. Then 2x minus y is equal to 1. So minus plus minus. So these two will get cancelled. I'll get it as minus x is equal to minus 3. Then I'll get x is equal to plus 3. So substitute x in any one of the equation. Equation 1 or 2, anything. Okay, equation 1, right? X is equal to 3 minus y is equal to minus 2. 3 plus 2 is equal to y. So y is equal to 5. So what is numerator, what is a denominator, I have written. So therefore required fraction is equal to x by y is equal to, what is x children? Here I have the value of x. So 3 by 5 is going to be the required fraction. Clear children? Any doubt over here? Any doubt over here? Okay, so this is how you have to solve the word problem. Now see the next question. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number. See children, one very important thing you need to understand whenever you are coming across the digit related questions, right? See, in your lower classes you have written, say for example, if I am asking you to write down 25 as the expanded form. What is the place value of 5? It is ones. What is place value of 2? It is tens. Expanded form in the sense 2 multiplied by its place value and 5 multiplied by its face value. So it is going to be 20 plus 5. This is the expanded form of this number. If the digits are reversed in the sense, if this becomes 52, if 25 becomes 52, this is going to be 1, this is going to be 10. So I can write this one as 5 into 10 plus 2 into 1. This is going to be the expanded form. So whenever digit related questions are asked children, I want you to remember and write the 4 sentences. What are the 4 sentences? Let the digit in one's place. Okay. Let the digit in one's place. Okay. Is equal to y. Okay. And digit in tens place is equal to x. Okay, therefore what is the original number? Original number is equal to tens digit is x, so it is 10x plus y. So now the number obtained by reversing the digits, is equal to 10y plus x. This is the original number. This is the number what you obtained after reversing the digits. Now see here, the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. In the sense x plus y is equal to 9. This itself is the first question. So next term, also 9 times of this number. What number? Original number. Okay. So 9 times of the original number, that is 10x plus y. 9 times of this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. 9 times of the original number is 2 times of the number obtained by reversing the digits. So I can write this one as 90x plus 9y is equal to 20y plus 2x. So now I'll bring all the x and y together. 90x minus of 2x plus of 9y minus of 20y is equal to 0. Clear children? You should understand. See, also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the digits. So 2 times I have multiplied. Clear children? Is it clear? Okay. So now this becomes 88x minus of 11y is equal to 0. So if I take out 11 common, then 8x minus y is equal to 0. So 8x minus y is equal to 0 by 11 is 0 itself. That is going to be the second equation. So next what I am going to do children, see, observe the equations. Already I have got equation 1 and equation 2, and if you observe the coefficients of y, it's already 1. So directly I will add them. So equation 1 plus equation 2 I do. So x plus y is equal to 9, then 8x minus y is equal to 0. So I'm adding them, so not necessary to change the sign. So these two will get cancelled. 9x is equal to 9, then x is equal to 1 I get. Then later substitute x in equation, any one of the equation 1. So 1 plus y is equal to 9. So y is equal to 8 I get. This is not your final answer, children. So we should say therefore original number, because you're asked to find out the number. See, find the number. Original number is equal to 10x plus y. That is equal to 10 into 1 plus 8. That is 10 plus 8. 18 is the answer for this question. Is that clear, children? Any doubt over here? Okay. So this is supposed to be the answer of the question. Is that clear? Right? Yes. So now this question, in the same way you are going to solve it and verify the answer. Please take it as homework. Clear, children? Hope so. The session was very fruitful. Clear? Please don't forget to share the channel with your friends, share the videos with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. That is the motivation what I get from you, children, to make some more videos like this. So see you with the next video. Thank you all.